OPEC announcement
Sure.
this morning. The timing, of course, in the hours before the CPI announcement kind of lends an impression or question of whether there's a domestic political lens for you. What, if any, tools do you have to pressure OPEC other than, a letter from Jake Sullivan to actually take steps to increase production? Or is it just the U.S. sort of doing it for political benefit? Because that might be how they view it. Right?
Well, we don't see it through a political lens. We believe that, one, the president's role in addressing competition doesn't stop at the border's edge. And while we encouraged OPEC, as you know, I know you covered this closely, to take steps, or OPEC countries to take steps to increase supply back several weeks ago, we believe this needs to be a continuous and ongoing conversation, and we need to elevate this issue in public and certainly in the global community. It's just one step in our toolbox to continue to keep prices down for the public.
Is there anything domestically that the U.S. would consider to do to incentivize increased production here?
Well, I would also note that our NEC director, I should say, sent a letter to the FTC as well, encouraging them to consider looking at available tools to monitor the U.S. gasoline market. As you know, what we've seen, this isn't the first time this has happened, but even as oil prices go down, gas prices take a longer time to come down. Now, gas prices are still aligned with where they were back in 2018, but we know this is going to be, and they often go up in the summer. We've seen that trend over and over again. But this is a long-term issue, and we want to send the clear message that we are going to take steps, whether they are using the bully pulpit or otherwise, to make sure we are going after anti-competitive behavior.
But that is a different question than increasing production. You're asking OPEC to increase production. Is there anything the U.S. producers can do to increase production, or the U.S. the administration would consider doing to make more U.S. oil?
Well, that wasn't an ask we made. The point we've made in these communications is that we do have the supply. We're not making a supply question here, or we're not posing a supply question domestically. Obviously, OPEC has its own unique role on the global marketplace. But we do also think that there should not be any price gouging at the pump when there is available oil. So that is what we are highlighting and marking out there.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thanks so much.